folks, this is Miguel from the Embargo Man, and what's going on with these bunch of stories, right? First of all, I might just say this is all coming down through a point where the idea of saying, there's just one thing I have in my mind, what is going on with this Sri Lanka incident. I ain't gonna say about the Sri Lanka incident, that whatever happens in this world, I'm just thinking of having something in my mind. One thing I worry is what would happen. I'm in Colombia, but one thing I was worried what would happen to Japan. One thing I was worried what would happen to Japan would be, I was just thinking I might just have a video about that stuff. That is the idea of having in my mind writing about an anime movie, the next modern day Akira. Then I might just say, this is just came into my thought about what is the idea about? What is the idea about this thing of having a great hit? Even though what's the idea on my thought, on my perspective is, have the idea of an anime movie in my thought or in my head that is most likely be banned in the Middle East. If it's most likely be banned in the Middle East, then it would be great for its home country, whereas in Japan, or great for the Western audience like the US and Europe, and probably it might be banned in New Zealand because it kind of have been dealing with Islamophobia, but that's just it with that. My previous video about that, what it is, because I have this thing in my mind, and what is going on, what I see in the news has got me thinking of something that will be appreciated by the NRA, would be supported by Robert Spencer. Even though when I'm talking about Robert Spencer, that's in my next video. But also would be criticized by the Muslim community of creating that anime. So that's in my thoughts or in my head, whatever it is, though. After all this, leave that behind. I know what you guys are thinking. Yes, I am not going to say about this thing, but I'm just going to say one thing that I might just say about entertainment issues regarding to actually, because besides a banned an anime being banned in the Middle East, okay, of course, what's so different? Who freaking cares? Kind of freaking put into the modern times just to create an anime that is banned in the Middle East just to focus of what is going on. Face reality. That's it. Other than that, I'm just talking about one thing to mention is that this thing about Walt Disney doing reboots, that their next movie would match the American box office hits, box office sales would tie with Black Panther. Right. This is it. This is one of the biggest box office remakes of all time. They already have done with Dumbo. They already have done with Beauty and the Beast. But this this is bigger than that, and it will tie for U.S. American box office sales with Black Panther. I mean, all it is the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Why? Because I remember this when they have the building. I mean, the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, France, being burned down, and I remember that. This is one thing that I was thinking, like, if this thing is going on, then Disney is going to make a lot of money. And then talking about the Lego movie in a way, and what it thinks going on. I mean, I was about to say, Child's Play is gonna come back, remake back to the original studio, MGM, making Child's Play under the Orion name, but Orion made RoboCop, put that to side, but then I heard about another RoboCop movie starring Peter Weller, but Peter Weller in the Lego Movie 3, I mean, that would be, he wouldn't hold a candle for the third installment of the Lego Movie that I thought that it would be great, but they're gonna go down to number 2. I mean, I could tell you why it's gonna go down to number 2, because of the Hunchback, right? I mean, the Hunchback of Notre Dame remake would be the biggest box office seller. I mean, in American box office sales, they're gonna tie with Black Panther. Disney's gonna make a bunch of money, even though they're donating to rebuild that cathedral. I mean, put it this perspective, I just thinking, yeah, there's always something going on, and I just remember that, even though I never have seen. I mean, I don't know if I've seen the movie, but who's gonna play Quasimodo? Who's gonna play Esmeralda? That would be in the live action Hunchback of Notre Dame. So putting this way, that, I mean, what is it with these box office? I mean, these remakes, that I believe that these live action remakes of Cinderella, right? Disney had made Cinderella remake. I don't know, the remake of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Disney remake. Well, I think they're not gonna have that idea, but I think that they're gonna have a remake of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, that whatever happens to that movie, I don't know, Jim Carrey could play the Hunchback of Quasimodo. Yes, put it that way. I mean, if you want to have a box office hit, then what? If they have the idea by now, if they have that idea, I think that having a box office hit, being number 1 at the box office, numero uno, I mean, even worldwide, it wouldn't hold a candle for Peter Weller returning as RoboCop in the Lego movie, going number 2, and then, I mean, the Quasimodo Lego figure is going to be the number 1 bestseller. RoboCop is going to be number 2 because of the Lego Movie 3. Then I think that like Warner Brothers, with MGM, with collaborating with MGM or Orion. Like Orion would make their first Lego movie ever, or MGM will make the first Lego movie ever, having RoboCop in the Lego movie. So this would be like, okay, Warner Brothers might also get involved in the RoboCop movies, but yes, having the Lego movie, but then having the Lego movie 3 competing against the Hunchback of Notre Dame after this incident that's going on, that the Hunchback of Notre Dame, will be number one, and having Peter Weller returning as RoboCop in the Lego movie, that the Lego movie wouldn't hold a candle next to the Hunchback of Notre Dame remake. Why? Because I think it would be a box office blowout. I think Disney is gonna make more money, another $1 million cash cow for the box office. For that saying, after this rebuilding of this incident, just a piece of the tower, it has been there. So there's so many caves. They might even survive 2 world wars, maybe a third one in the way, if there's possibility, right? So, hey, what's going on? If either that to make a movie of that certain place that is very historic, that it would be so nice to see the actual, if they have, have the CGI how it is, but other than that, Disney's reboot to the Hunchback of Notre Dame would be that the cathedral. I don't know if they could take set in Paris, France, but like, who's gonna play Quasimodo? That would be up to the studio. Who's gonna play Esmeralda? Other than that, that movie would be a box office blowout. It will blow out anything that other studios would make. Even the Lego Movie 3 would say, oh yeah, like Peter Weller would be in second place, playing the voice of Alex Murphy or RoboCop in the Lego Movie 3, while the guy who played the live-action version of Hunchback of Notre Dame, who plays Quasimodo, would gain more money on his movie than Peter Weller on the Lego movie. Of course, it would make sense because that incident has happened. It has happened recently, besides the Sri Lanka attack. But yes, I know what it is. Other than that, there's so many things going on in there. Looking through Facebook, looking through YouTube, looking at the freaking TV of all this crap, got me thinking, why not have these movies being popularized? The Hunchback of Notre Dame remake, live action remake, to have the biggest box office seller, the biggest movie of the summer, if they're gonna get it in summer, to tie with the Black Panther in US box office sales. Money in the bucket, ass in the seats for Disney. They're gonna make more money. Disney's gonna make more money than any other studios with this Hunchback of Notre Dame remake. Then Warner Bros stuck into number 2 with the Lego movie, collaborating with MGM, having Peter Weller playing as RoboCop in the Lego Movie 3. Yeah, it would be so ridiculous to see the rebuilding RoboCop in the number 2 movie, the Lego Movie 3, singing everything is awesome and have the mask put in there for RoboCop when they're making RoboCop and whatever it is, and then you're comparing the Hunchback of Notre Dame, the number 1 box office seller when it comes to a remake. movie remakes withstood, something like the test of time. Beauty and the Beast has done it. Disney have done so a lot of money with that with with that movie. The Lion King, like all of this, The Lion King, um, Beauty and the Beast, Dumbo, Aladdin wouldn't hold a candle to the remake of The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Why? Because that incident has happened in Notre Dame and Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, France, in the fire. And what is something about this movie is this is a historic place that actually is located in France. So the live action remake would tie in the American box office sales with Black Panther. That's how Disney have their biggest cash cow. I mean, they might just surpass the Avengers in the worldwide box office sales when that movie comes out. I mean, what the heck? This is just a historic place being burned down into the fire. And Disney has been putting all the money to rebuild that place. I mean, it's a very sacred, spiritual place, right? I mean, it is also patronage in Paris, France. Very important religious location, most visited by tourists, right? So having that and having Disney pouring their money in, so what the heck? You know what? Yeah, let's people going to see the remake of Notre Dame, the remake of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, like ain't gonna hold a candle against the Lion King, Dumbo, or Beauty and the Beast, or Aladdin for all that matter, is their cash cow. Is their biggest cash cow what Disney want to have. That movie, the remake of the Hunchback of Notre Dame for Disney, is going to be tied in US box office sales with Black Panther, even though Disney owns Marvel now. So that's how it is. With the Avengers, in the other hand, even though Marvel is owned by Disney, probably is going to surpass that. Even Star Wars wouldn't hold a candle against the remake of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, right? I mean, the most popular Halloween costume would be Quasimodo. And probably it is this year because, I mean, Halloween is in October, right? But yes, it is what it is. It's just when candy companies make a bunch of money and costume companies make a bunch of money, like it is, then the Quasimodo costume is going to be the biggest seller pretty soon. Even before the Hunchback of Notre Dame remake, maybe the Blu-rays are gonna be, for the animated version, gonna be the best-selling one. Maybe they have it on Netflix. Maybe Disney Plus would make more money with their service, having the Hunchback of Notre Dame as one of their movies. As seen what I heard about Teddy Ruxpin saying about this stuff. Yeah, the Disney Plus is gonna compete with Netflix. I mean, they're gonna blow up Netflix by having the Hunchback of Notre Dame and the Hunchback of Notre Dame animated version in Disney Plus. So, and that's what it is. Other than that, with these times, I mean, it's a family-friendly movie. The Hunchback of Notre Dame remake for Disney would be Disney making a lot of money. They're even gonna make more money than the Warner Bros and MGM collaboration making the Lego Movie 3, having Peter Weller starring as RoboCop, MGM property. So, other than that, I mean, things that is going to show everywhere. I mean, I don't know how movie restrictions in some countries never to show movies because of some certain things is kind of stupid. Even the idea of an anime that I have in my mind is going to be kind of stupid being banned in the Middle East. So, subscribe to my channel. Hit up the bell if you want it to ring there. Boom, and that's it. Goodbye, folks, and see you next time on my next video on Embargo Man. Bye.